The plot against Suella Braverman is getting absolutely ridiculous, as we now have a group of civil servants in the Home Office who are going to go on strike in order to refuse to implement the Rwanda plan. Welcome back to the show, everybody. Just a reminder that civil servants are not there to come up with policy ideas. They're not there to reverse policies. They are there to implement policies. They are there to serve the state and the government ministers. And if they're not happy, then they don't have to work there. And that's the whole point. You're not allowed to be politically biased when it comes to civil service. But that's not what we have these days. All right, let's give you the update on the situation with the border crisis and illegal migration, because the Home Secretary, Suella Braverman, is trying to push ahead with the Rwanda policy, and that's going to come very soon. Within the next few weeks, we're going to have the first flights, and they've been telling us that for ages. But following the success and victories in the court cases, they are ready. Now, civil servants in the Home Office are freaking out because they can't find any other way to stop this from happening. So they decided to say, we should probably go on strike. We should probably not work. I mean, do you do any work right now? All right. So who's behind this? Yes, of course. It's the Public and Commercial Services Union. The PCS, essentially, at this point, are just troublemakers when it comes to their members, who are the civil servants in Whitehall. And they've come out to say, we have to consider all options because we don't want to do something that is absolutely immoral while protecting your borders from people who want to illegally enter the country without any paperwork. Interesting. So we have Paul O'Connor from the PCS union saying that if the government carry on in the way they have, we are going to have to consider an industrial response to it. Really? You're not an industry, by the way? Okay. We have taken a view that it cannot go on. The hostile environment has got to be dismantled. It is just not working. It is not an effective immigration system. Our members are at the sharp end of this day in, day out, and have to work in horrendous conditions. Horrendous conditions. Okay, we'll get back to it in a second. He says there will be no stomach amongst our members for implementing the Rwanda deal and illegal migration bill. And they will inevitably come to their trade union to see if there is a recourse to stop it happening. It's none of your business. It's not your job. Let's talk about horrendous conditions. Our government, civil service, recently we reported on this channel that they use taxpayers' money to buy comfy chairs and desks and everything for our dear civil servants who are still working from home. They continue to get freebies. They get taxpayer-funded diversity trainings and, all this wokey stuff and so many progressive material. They leave work at 4 p.m. They don't have to do much at this point because it's a huge team. Now, again, it's not every single civil servant. There are some good civil servants who are just keeping their head down, but even their work is being undermined by the nutters. The problem that we have is that, firstly, the top of civil service, you've got so many bad permanent secretaries of each department. These are the ones who call the shots. Now, even the junior ones, there are a group of them who are completely woke and regressive. Okay. What's going on with Team Suella? So the government sources talked to boys at Guido. They've told them that I think at senior levels of the Home Office, civil servants understand the system is broken and are working hard to make it possible. I suspect that is a low/middle ranking bureaucrats mouthing off. So this is a problem I have, because this quote is a problem. This quote is basically government sources saying we can't really criticize or attack the senior civil servants. I can assure you the senior civil servants are also a problem at this point. But they are just saying, let's just target some faceless junior ranking ones. Really? We have already seen how many permanent secretaries of each department, including the Home Office, who kicked off. The last one was with Priti Patel, decided to resign. So many of them are behind all these plots against government ministers. Don't go around defending the senior civil servants. They're not really the angels that you think they are. So, that's that one. Also, it's not the first time this sort of things happen. Guido reported this, was it a year ago, 2 years ago, about when Priti Patel was a Home Secretary. There were these leaked messages, some sort of group chat or forum that they had for the civil servants who came out and expressed their opinion about the illegal migration plans and everything else. And I think they were saying things like, can we be collectively courageous and just say no? They said, we are ruled by a minority of narrow-minded bigots. Can I refuse this type of word? Go on strike. So we got these. I don't know if you guys remember, we reported this back in the day. And they were all anonymous, faceless bureaucrats who are expressing their own biases in these messages. One of them said, can we be collectively courageous and just say no as a department to the Rwanda partnership? Is a car crash waiting to happen? Another one said, it's hard to see how flying people to Rwanda will help us reach net zero targets. Who cares about your net zero target? Another one said, can the permanent secretary and senior staff give staff any advice on coping with our conscience with these sort of policies? Also, I don't feel safe telling people I work for the Home Office anymore. And now it just means oh, a bunch of snowflakes. It's so embarrassing. It's extremely sad. You see, these are the people who are actually running the country. So we don't really need government ministers or a prime minister every single day, because they just have to come up with policy ideas. These are the people who are running the country every single day. All right. We also had messages like this saying, so the Home Office cannot say that nobody spoke at the time. We are speaking up. This is a bad idea. Don't do it. I think a lot of staff feel this way. Can this be escalated? Another one said, go on strike. Another one said, do we have a responsibility to not just leave, but to organize and resist? We cannot simply wash our hands and walk away. Someone said, being impartial is one thing. However, should we not be afforded the opportunity to challenge policies? I don't know why the last one was so camp, but I'm sure there will be one or two in there. I love the one that said, this is going to go against our net zero targets. Are you kidding me with this? Anyway, this is the latest update on the beauty that is the British Civil Service. Make sure to share this video, subscribe to the channel. I'm Mahyar Tousi, and we are the media.